everyone, welcome to our virtual band parade. I have somebody coming into the house, look at that. Couldn't have planned that better if you'd have tried. Welcome to our virtual band parade. It's great to have you along. Give me a wee shout out there if you are listening in. It's lovely to see you all. I see we've got quite a few there on already. We've got 100 people on already. John Stevenson, Molly McCluskey, Ian Todd, Alan Knox, Neil Glass. We have got a whole wreck of these on there, and it's great to see you. So, as promised, this is a repeat weekend, and what we're going to do is because we've been featuring bands for, this is our 11th, 12th show now, so that's what, 6 weeks. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to the beginning and maybe replay some of the ones that everyone has been requesting in those intervening weeks. We're trying to go for no repeats whatsoever, but people are just requesting particular bands. So tonight and tomorrow night, we're just going to do repeats so that it's going to be two really, really good shows. The problem is there's far too many clips, so this could run to 2 hours tonight. So I hope you're seated comfortably. I hope you have your beer with you and you're all set to go. So tonight, where should we have been? Tonight, we should have been here in Coleraine. First parade, well, it's the second parade in Coleraine that should have been. Freeman Memorial's parade should have been here in Coleraine. And also, we should have been in Lurgan for Upper Band Fusiliers. So unfortunately, we're neither of those places. You're in Coleraine, virtually. But let's have a couple of tunes from those two bands because it should have been their parade tonight. And I believe first up is Upper Band. Great there from Upper Band in Lurgan. Hope you enjoyed that one. And then, of course, tonight here in Coleraine, a parade that I always look forward to because it's always really well attended and supported. Freeman Memorial travel across the province, doing many, many parades. They're probably one of the hardest working bands within the scene. And tonight, of course, should have been their parade. This is a clip of them from the Ballyduff Psalm Memorial Parade way at the beginning of 2018. And the purpose of pick this one is because I know an awful lot of friends of mine who are really fond of the way that they play this particular tune, and it's called John Condon. So this one is going out to Jacqueline Cochran, Stuart Netherley, also the Facebook user Cole Rain, and anyone else who are fans of the Freeman, and this should have been their parade tonight. little bit dark there from the Freeman, though. If they'd have been parading tonight, it probably would have been dark before they get started, because there's usually a great crowd at their parade. The comments are coming in thick and fast. Sorry, I'm not getting to reply to you all, because if they come in while one of the band's playing, by the time the band has finished, I can't see them any longer. They've scrolled away up to the top of the screen. Just wanted to say hello to everyone watching YouTube. You can, of course, watch us through YouTube stream now as well. The only thing you'll miss is the crack in the videos, when you'll get things like John China saying that he wishes he was rich instead of beautiful, and you'll, you know, delight slap. So, how was your week? My week was very long, very boring, but the only good thing about it is I got rehearsing a wee bit and playing a wee bit for a change, where I normally don't have time to do that. I did get a request a couple of weeks ago from a young gentleman called Joshua Robinson, and Joshua had asked, could we play his band on the show for him? And I had to apologize and say, look, you know, Joshua, I played them already and I'm not doing repeats, etc. So these were one of the first bands that I had to get on our repeat show. This is the Imperial Corps of Drums from Liverpool, and this is them when they're leading the Apprentice Boys Parade in 2019. And if you actually watch this clip very carefully, you can see the band coming up onto the walls and walking through the walls and playing the tune Children's Love. Joshua, this is for you. Fantastic there from Imperial Corps of Drums. I hope you really enjoyed that. And I see that Joshua has sent and said that he thanks me. It was a pleasure, Joshua. I always love playing them. Just a pity I couldn't play them before tonight. But tonight is a night of repeats. We have nothing on tonight but bands that I have played previously, tonight and tomorrow night. So I struggled to get them fitted into 2 nights, and that's being totally honest, because there's just so many bands. Altogether, I've had requests for 327 different bands. So that's only half of the bands that there are in Northern Ireland. So, you know, we've still a few more to go yet. We've got a few weeks to go. And by the looks of it, we could probably be doing a few more weeks of it as well. We're going to move to the Accordions. This is the wonderful Milltown Accordion, and they are performing at the Brushian Mini 12th This is in 2019. Loads more comments coming through. I really don't want to get through all of them, guys, but we do read them. We do take note of them, and any of your requests, we do include them in future shows. I couldn't figure out what I was going to say there. So I want to give a wee shout out to Tyler. Tyler is watching with his mummy Claire and is really enjoying it. Some of the other people are saying that their kids are watching as well, and I am glad that the kids are enjoying it, and hopefully it keeps them occupied for you for a couple of hours on a Friday and Saturday night and gives you a little bit of peace, because that's band parades are great for those. I always say, where else can you get a full night's entertainment with great music, great talent, visuals for a couple of pound in the box, really. I mean, it's unbelievable. But let's just see who else is on. We've got Kenny Scruggy James, we've got Guy Caldwell, we've got Matthew Taylor, Richard McGruggan. Richard, no, I haven't come across a clip yet of the Skullman Protestant Boys. I am still looking, but I don't know if there is one on YouTube at all. But if there is, we'll do our best to find it. Let's see who else we've got there. Robert Watson, you are watching from Sefton. Yes, Ivan Kerr was the drum major there for Milltown. Denise Gordon is late. Yes, Sam, anyone can watch this of any persuasion. The goal is to persuade everyone how wonderful our bands are, and there's nothing offensive in them whatsoever. Any word of you playing Ballymena Protestant Boys? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No Ballymena Protestant Boys tonight. Absolutely none. Right, let's see where we're going to now. We are going to the silver. Anybody who watches it regularly knows I love the silver band. This is Rogan Silver Band playing a fantastic march. This is them from Scarva in 2016, actually, and this is the New Colonial. That stopped quicker than I was expecting. That was a real shock, that one there. The sound just going, and I was going like, what have I done to my PC? You've switched off speakers and everything. Welcome to everyone who's just joined us. To those of you who are finding there's usually a little bit of banter. So the one about Ballymena Protestant Boys is just a bit of banter because Scott plagues my life about Ballymena Protestant Boys. You've been watching nothing but Ballymena Protestant Boys. Also, a big shout out there to everyone connected with the County Flute Band. And I do believe they are on the list. So keep watching. They are on the list for tonight. Been about a month. Scott, you're telling someone else that. That's okay. Hi to Amanda, who's in Liverpool. Nigel Stewart, White Drug is on tomorrow night. Nigel, actually, I do know that. Hi, Gordon in Crosby in England. Gordon is doing me a huge favour, which I'm so excited about. I can't wait to tell you all, but until it all pans out, I don't want to tell you. So between Gordon and a gentleman here from Korea, Matthew McNeil, they're doing me a massive favour, which we'll be really excited about. Sammy is asking for Ballykeel. I believe Ballykeel are on the list tonight. Sammy is asking for Derby. Derby is actually one we haven't played as yet, so I do have them on my list for next weekend, so we'll definitely get covering them for a weekend. Mark is watching from Market Hill. Nicola McIlravy has asked for any pipe bands. Nicola is wanting to learn the tenor drum if anybody would, or is it the bagpipes? Maybe it's the bagpipes, but she's wanting to join a pipe band. Stable Defenders from Andrew and Trevor. That's another one we definitely haven't add on yet. There is loads of comments there, folks. Don't want to go through all of them. Just a shout out to everyone: Jennifer, Adrian, Laura, the whole lot. We're going to move on quickly. This was another really popular band. They were asked for by Brenda Stockhard, Dee Stockhard, John Hewitt from Liverpool, Katie McKee, Mandy Allen, and this is Monkstown Old Boys playing at the Brian Robinson Parade in 2019.
Yes, sir.
Great there from Monkstown Old Boys. You would nearly think that they knew that the camera was just at that position to get stopping, but great show there. Now, somebody commented the other evening about, is there something wrong with Newtonard's bands? You haven't played any new Newtonard's bands? And I knew I had. So this is one of the ones that we played really early on in the first couple of weeks. So therefore we weren't repeating them, but tonight is repeat night. So you're going to get them tonight. This is going out to Carl Savage, Jordan Foster, Albert Harkness, and Barry Edmonds. And they had all asked for Newtonard's Melody. stunning uniform, but how that is kept clean, I do not know. Do they only bring it out one day a year or something like that there and have it in the dry cleaners the rest of the year? Because I can't see that managing too well on too many band buses that I've ever been on. It will be a wee bit stained. And that's just from the beer and the Coke and nothing else. So let's go for a little bit more classical stuff at the minute. This is Pride of Ballinran. So for a couple of weeks, I've been given given a message to say, could I give a special mention? Sorry, my screen's getting blocked here. A special mention to the Pride of Ballinran bass drummer Silas Cousins, who is joined tonight home from France, where he is overseeing the construction of the new D-Day memorial. So Silas, that was sent to me by Trevor Arnett. I wasn't able to play it, or Trevor Arnett. I wasn't able to play it any of the nights that he had sort of sent it to me. And I do apologise. I hope you're watching tonight. I hope you're still home from the coronavirus and never able to watch it. If you know what I mean. And also this one goes out to Julie Dodd, a good friend of mine in the Ladies Orange Order. And this is a fantastic flute band concert march called Florentino March. It's very popular with the accordion bands as well, but tonight we're going to listen to Pride of Ballinran playing it, and this is them at the Shankill Road Defenders contest in 2018. great performance there from Pride of Ballinran. So just want to give a few shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Eddie Linus, who is watching after his day sunbathing. Just count yourself lucky, Eddie, that I didn't give the picture of you sunbathing to Roy to stick on our television here. And that would have been a real shock to William Fenton, who is watching on the 55-inch TV screen through YouTube. That would have been a sight for sore eyes. Eddie, oh no, I don't even want to think about that. John China, I am delighted to see you're on tonight, and to just update everyone, his stock of wagon wheels is going really well. He's fully stocked. He was even considering going out and sharing them to some of the guys in the short strand to hopefully stop them rioting with the market area, but don't do it, John. Don't do it at all. I'd like to say hello to Evan, who's watching in Glasgow. Good friend of mine, Joe, who's watching in South Wales, former ex-Deloy member along with myself. China has quite genuinely asked, is there any bands in the Isle of Man? China, I don't know of any Blood and Thunder. I do know that they have some brass bands, I believe, but I don't think there's many. I don't think there's any parades, neither, just festivals and, you know, playing in parks and stuff like that. I know Kelly Coogan went over one year and did a week of concerts in parks and that sort of stuff. So Castledurg Young Loyalist, Sandra Johnston has asked for them, and they are on the list for tonight, Sandra. Yes. Sam has asked for someone worth down. Sam, I have been sent about 4 different videos from Richard. The problem is that because we haven't played North Down before, they don't fall into tonight's show, so they're not a repeat, but I will have them on next weekend. I promised Richard I'll have them on. Brian was asking for some of Ballyray Silver. Brian, Ballyray Silver is on the list tonight. If it's not on tonight, it's on tomorrow night. Definitely on. Sandra MacArthur, I can't even read my own writing. No, that's not Sandra. Jordan MacArthur, maybe, was asked, someone was asking for William King anyway. That is on for tomorrow night. It's definitely on the list. Jeff has asked me to give a shout out to Jamie Burtney, who is a big fan of Shankill Protestant Boys. He is, of course, after Ballynahinch, and he has just home from Scotland, and Shankill Protestant Boys are on tomorrow night, so make sure you are tuned in. The other thing that I did today, because I had so many videos that I wanted to get on here to let you all see, I haven't got any NHS videos, so we're missing our NHS videos tonight. So there is a whole list of bands who have produced NHS videos. Now, I just wanted to raise one wee point here, and listen, I get exactly why everyone is doing it, okay? We're doing it, you're doing it to support the NHS. And I think the ones which are being done remotely, you know, where one person plays a line, another person plays another line, or you get them all done together through, you know, like a Zoom or something like that, are fantastic because they're not taking any risks. But I do notice a worrying trend where bands are actually coming together. I know that the bands are taking the precautions, and I know that you guys are doing it for the best of reasons. I absolutely get that. The difficulty is that it is encouraging others to come out to watch who you can't control, and you have no control over their social distancing. So while you might be social distancing, there's no saying the people that's coming out to watch you are social distancing as well. So we're kind of, you know, like it's an uncomfortable trend, and I really wouldn't like to see it continuing any longer. I get exactly why you are doing it. Sometimes those technical things like Zoom are hard to do, but do reach out. We will find someone who can help you do it if you really, really want to do a video with the group. Roy is pointing at himself. If you are wanting to do that kind of thing, get in touch and we will absolutely facilitate that. But please, please, please don't meet up as a band. While you might be taking all the precautions, as I say, not everyone will be. So please don't carry on in that vein. Plus the fact that if you are on, I actually saw ones which were on public roads. So you could potentially be getting a little visit from the PSNI to say, you know, like it's where's your 11 bar 1, etc. Which is, I get it, it's a total false position whenever you consider, you know, like funerals and all that kind of stuff that have been going on. But listen, we are better than that. We can support the NHS. The last thing we want to be doing is increasing the numbers that are going into NHS by not maintaining social distancing. So please keep them all remotely and online if you possibly can. I totally get where you're coming from, but you know, let's be good, let's be sensible about this. Put it like this: we have few enough voters, we need all our voters. We don't want to be endangering any of our voters by doing anything that we don't have to. So, lecture over for tonight. We are going to go straight back into the Blood and Thunder. This was another very popular band. This was requested by Jonah Adams, Ruth Watson, Ian William McFarlane, Paul Galt, David Burnside, and this is South Fermanagh playing at their own parade in 2019. South Fermanagh there at the end of their own parade last year. Looked to have a really big band out as well. Well done to them. Just, I'm sure you all saw there at the front of the band as well were Sam Dixon and the two pups. So that will have been Ghost and Shadow walking. Unfortunately, as we know, Sam has lost Shadow to bereavement. So now he has Ghost and his two new ladies who are going to be on parade when we get on parade, who are, of course, Cyrus and Ashley. Two beautiful pups. We saw a few glimpses of them was last week whenever Sam had them on live on the show, and they are getting bigger by the day. By the time we see them, they're going to be as big as Ghosts, so we're not going to know the three of them apart, but I can't wait to see them in front of a band, any band at all, just so we know that we're back out on the road. Let's see, time for a little bit of accordion, I believe. So this is a band from just outside Bushmills, between Bushmills and Ballycastle. This is Craigenny Accordion Band, and this is them playing for a concert in 2019. And they're going to play, first tunes we march called The Meeting of the Waters, and then they move into The Road to the Isles. just reading a couple of the comments there coming in, particularly about Florentino March. Yes, fantastic arrangement. Nigel, absolutely brilliant. It was actually tough, I have to say, to pick a Paid of Ballinram piece, but I can see Ken Stewart commenting. Ken Stewart, is that the Carntall Ken Stewart? I have a fantastic video of Carntall playing British Friends. It's maybe a bit long for this one here, but it's at the March contest down in Portrush a long time ago. So let's see where we're going now. I can hear music. Is Scott still on the? Is he still on? I may have said that I wasn't going to play Ballymena Protestant Boys, but I will relent and play a little bit of the Ballymena Corps of Drums. This is them from the Hillsborough Protestant Boys indoor way at the end of last year. They are playing a little tune called, well, I know it as Mud Cabin. It's also the tune that goes with the Great Orange song called The Landing of Torbay, but I have no idea what the flute bands call it. You guys all rename things for some reason, but this is Ballymena Corps of Drums. Scott, I hope you enjoy this one. I hope that pleased Scott, and I see a few other ones from Ballymena on there commenting, and I hope you really enjoyed that. So he says the 13-year-old fluter, 14, 15 and 11, yes, an 11-year-old drummer there. So well done to them all. It's great to see them at that age, absolutely just smashing those things. And from memory, the clip that I watched earlier, I think there's only something like 5 flutes. I mean, there's absolutely no dummy fluters there, which I think is superb, absolutely brilliant. Now, going to play one of my favoriteest bands there. It was asked for by a lot of people, but you know, like, it's one of my favorite bands. I am totally biased. My brother was in it for many, many years, and I have confession to make. I am sorry to everyone in the Drumahegels band because it was me convinced him to join. It was those days when I still had an influence over him. He was young and foolish. He actually listened to me, and at that time he wanted to go to the Freeman or he wanted to go to the Pride of the Band, but I said no, you are going to Drumahegels. So I am sorry, Raymond Parkhill. I do apologise. It is all my fault, and I do. I do feel for you listening to him for all those years. But this is Drumahegels, Young Defenders, playing a tune called The Marches. It was requested, and this is going out to Kyle Blair, Malcolm Steele, Dwayne Steele, David Hartness, and David had particularly, or Croc, as everyone else knows him as, had particularly asked for this clip because he said that Big Brian on the bass drum is absolutely excellent. And I have to say, when you listen to it, you'll definitely agree. Brilliant. Brilliant. A band that I could sit and listen to the whole night. And I have to say, as I'm biased, but you know, I really have to think, I think that's where my brother's life just has gone downhill from then when he stopped listening to me. I mean, source of all wisdom, of course. William McCluskey says that yes, the Hegels are brilliant. They are indeed. Eddie says great to see them up in numbers. And John China, I take it you're a fan as well, China, with your comment. Now we're cooking. Absolutely superb band. Definitely one of the best. Now, where are we going to next? We're going to a little bit of pipes. So who was looking for the pipes? Nicola was looking for pipes earlier on. I know there's been a few other comments. No, right. Okay, let's just stop this now. There's going to be no footage of me playing my accordion. Thank you very much. Roy has... No, there isn't. That's Roy has severely been warned there's not going to be any of me at all. Okay, this is a band program, nothing else.
If you want a clip of Valerie playing, put an X in chat.
No.
If we get 20 X's in chat, then we will then play it.
We're going to go to Pipes. We're going to go to Riffle Pipe, who are playing here on Black Saturday. Well done to Lisa for this clip, because we were struggling to find a full flip band clip, or flip band pipe band. Look, you've my head away with me now. Full pipe band clip. This is Riffle Pipe Band in last Black Saturday. I can't even remember where it was now. You've my head turned, Roy. Go play the pipe band. Roy's me all flustered. I really don't want any of my clips on here, and I hate you all. Anybody played it? I know what it is. You just did it to annoy me. Oh, let's go on. This is again one of my favorite melody bands. I absolutely adore listening to these guys. It doesn't matter what size the band they are. They have a superb balance. Fantastic. I had a really pleasurable opportunity of playing along with them on a couple of occasions, and it was just amazing, absolutely amazing. Really good bunch of guys. This is the Regimental Band playing at their own parade last year. Roy, tell me his screen has gone off. Roy, what are you doing to me? There, that's what you get for tormenting me. All right, so this is the Regimental Band. Fantastic there from the Regimental, as always. Superb sound. Let's move on. Another extremely popular band. This was requested by Alistair Dewey, Lee Moran, Tony Miller, Sammy Bones, and Russell Kennedy, because he said, since I've got Keith Bruce's face on the main screen, I had to play something from Ballykeel. So again, one of my favourite bands. This is them playing The Leaving of Liverpool. I'm going into a little bit of Maggie, and I also think I heard a little bit of Give Me Oil in My Lamp. It's one of the sort of like arrangements that Ballykeel are really, really famous for, where they're bringing lots of different things in. Just fantastic. And a big shout out to their cymbal player, Rodney. Hope you're watching, Rodney, and I hope you and Marie are keeping well.
And just before we play Ballykeel, we're going to have a little bit of one of the most requested things from tonight. So we're going to have a little bit of Valerie on her little squeeze box.
No, what?
So hope we all enjoy. I might actually even put Valerie's face on the screen while she's listening to it.
No, don't. I'm going to kill him. I am literally going to kill him. You are so lucky, Roy, that we are in lockdown, because otherwise I am going to kill you. It's as red as my t-shirt. Thank you very much. That's not what this show is about at all. This show is about the bands.
This show is about music. And that was absolutely fantastic.
Ballykeel, please. This is Ballykeel at their own parade. Oh my God, I need a drink. brilliant from Ballykeal. I'm completely thrown now. That just wasn't nice at all. I hate that. But thank you so much for your kind comments. And Ken, there is absolutely no read blocks in her whatsoever, so I don't have to ever panic about that ever again. Completely electronic. Even samples of the Dalloby's in it as well, so you can even get it to sound like a Dalloby. Sure, what more do you want? Okay. What's really embarrassing is I'm playing in this. I don't mind having my video on when I'm playing in a band, but I just don't like it when I'm doing it at home. So this is Brunswick Accordion Band. This is them playing in the Ulster Hall in 2012 for the Covenant celebrations, and I absolutely adore this tune. That's why it was included. I first heard this played by a very, very fine flautist, Jane Watterson. A wonderful piece called The Sleeping Warrior. Ian Carlisle, the bandmaster of Brunswick, transposed it and arranged it for the accordion, and I think did a fantastic job of it. And I really hope you enjoy this performance of it. This one I don't mind saying I'm playing in. This is Brunswick. You can see why I love it so much. It's just a fantastic sound, and then the key change into the pipes, and the pipes come along with it just works so well. Another way that the pipes work really, really well, and I was surprised by this. I think what they actually did is retuned the pipes for this particular one. But I was involved with the concerts in the Ulster Hall for the newsletter, and one of the years we had Castledurg Young Loyalists playing for us. Now, the thing that I love about Castledurg is they just have such ingenuity and such brilliant ideas in terms of new material. You'll hear them playing, you know, like rave pieces and all that kind of stuff, and they work. That's the thing about it, they work. This one here I absolutely loved. It's a real old favourite for the pipes and for the accordions as well. But the Castledurg took it and flipped it ever so slightly, put a little bit of pipes along with it, and made it sound like this. So at the very beginning of this clip, you'll hear a solo fluter playing a little piece of the Dark Island. I couldn't remember the name there. And then it moves into Highland Cathedral. I think you'll really enjoy this one. Absolutely brilliant from Castledurg. I was looking for a clip of them playing it from the Ulster Hall because their performance that I think it was the first night they did it in public, and it was hairs in the back of your neck moment. It was absolutely spellbound. I don't know that anyone had ever done the pipes and flutes before that point in time, and they just work perfectly. I've heard people trying them since, and they just haven't been as ideally in tune as was there, but you'll have heard yourself there, perfectly in tune. I just want to take a few minutes now. As we all know, we're in because of this coronavirus, but I have to say that I am just astounded I mean, we talk about the band family, but I mean, I am just absolutely blown away by the generosity of the bands themselves, and and the lodges and the Orange Order. And I find it highly ironic that the Orange Order can manage to get an order for personal protection equipment and Conor Murphy can't. But we will not even go there at all. So what I want to do is give a quick shout out. There's so many of them. I literally have 2 pages from this week alone of bands who have been donating, or bands and lodges who've been donating, and it would take forever and too long for me to go through exactly what everyone's donated. So what I just want to do is give them all a shout out, because they've all been fantastic, and it really irritates me how our community is not being given the credit they deserve for the work that they do. I mean, maybe it's just the circles that they run in, but I don't hear about the GAA doing things to the same extent that I hear with the Orange and the bands. I mean, maybe that's just me. The one time I've heard about it was in BBC News. I haven't heard about it any other time. So let's get through a list. Ballymena District LOL number 8, Armagh Orange Hall in District number 5, Castlewellan District number 12. Excuse me. Tempo Accordion Band gave £150 to the district nursing team. Ulster Grenadiers, Pride of Ballybean, and the East Side, can't even read my own writing. East Side Something donated to East Belfast Act. Articliff LOL 1017 delivered Easter eggs. North Fermanagh Young Defenders. Drummond LOL 284. Ballywullen Flip Band. Castlewellan District number 12. Let me get through the next pages. Tobermoor District number 11. Portadown True Blues and Portadown Defenders. Again, we're out this week with meals. They were out last week with meals as well. Gertrude Street Defenders LOL 525, Star of the North LOL 1053, Preston LOL 870, Newton Ards District number 4. Why have you got a ice cream van up on the screen, Roy? Newton Ards District number 4, Articliff Band and LOL 1017, Balnahinch District number 17, Castle Caulfield District, Rosley Accordion and LOL 173, Monaghan Isle Flute and Drum, Tempo Silver, Portadown Royal Arch Purple District, LOL 269 and Ladies LOL 74 in Airdrie District, Blackpool Faith Defenders Flip Band, the County Fermanagh Frontline Support Group, the Apprentice Boys of Derry, the General Committee and 8 Parent Clubs, Garva District number 4, Rich Hill True Blues LOL 665, Portadown District number 1, the William King Memorial Flip Band, Carrickfergus Temperance LOL 1537, Wow Accordion, Carnmoney District, Sir Henry Wilson Memorial District Hall, Hearts of Steel LOL 1406, Limavady District Lodge number, I haven't wrote down the lodge number, the district lodge. They give £5,000. My goodness. Killycopple LOL gave £1,000. Burt Faith Defenders 1927. Killyman District number 1. The County Londonderry Grand Lodge. Brookborough Flute. Mourne District number 6. Star of the Row also gave £1,000. Lisbelaw Accordion gave £670. Killeen Lodge LOL 1249, apologies. Banbridge Districts number 7, Glenanne Crown Prince LOL 133, Craignook Ladies Lodge, South Belfast Young Conkers, Downshire at Guide and Star, Pride of Motherwell Flip Band, Bushside Apprentice Boys LOL 923, and Bushside Accordion Band, Gary Duff Flute, Hamilton Flute, Spa Wells LOL 620. That is literally just this week. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know what to say. Everyone is being fantastic, and I just hope that we get the credit that our community deserves for us, because when the guys are donating this stuff, they're not turning around and say this is only for the Protestant community. They're doing it for the good of all of the community, and I wish people would remember that. Right, okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox again, but well done to all that were donating, and I just want to give a shout out every week to all those people who donated, and I hope you bear with me. I think they deserve credit. We are moving on to a little bit of melody this time. This was a band who started off, or has been for a long time, as long as I've ever known, as a blood and thunder flute band. And a couple of years ago, they made the decision to change genre completely and changed into melody. And they have done a fantastic job of it, and really, really quickly as well. This is Oma True Blues. This is them playing the Capital of Mourne at Lisburn Young Defenders Contest last year. fantastic there. Trevor says that's a big change there, and they carried it off pretty damn well. They certainly did, Trevor. And that might be maybe the first full year after they had converted from Blood and Thunder, maybe second at stretch, but I mean, it literally is not that long. Fantastic. These guys are all, I think flautists don't give themselves enough credit, because they are much more talented than they believe. It just takes a little bit more work than the Blood and Thunder, I'm afraid. But that's not to say Blood and Thunder are good. Let's get off that subject quickly and move to the silver bands, my favorite silver band. This is for Brian, who I believe was talking about them earlier. He was asking for a little bit of Ballyray silver. We got this great clip, fantastic march, Death or Glory, really, really, really beautiful march. But unfortunately, the video ends really, really abruptly. So it's probably going to catch me on the hop. So this goes out to Brian, to Myrtle Ryan, to Georgie McKenzie, and to Betty Parkinson. I hope you enjoy this little bit of Ballyray at Ballinmallard's Accordions Parade in 2018. Wrong button there. I did say it. It's cut off really, really, really abruptly. Sorry about that there. Whenever you're recording silver bands, guys, make sure you get the full whack of it from the beginning right through to the end. Trevor William Monaghan is asking, anyone know the name of the tune? I believe that is Death or Glory. Of course, also covered by the accordion bands. And while we're on the subject, China was very, very quick to pull me up on my comment about Blood and Thunder Band. Now, it's not fair of me. Blood and Thunder Bands do some fantastic work when you hear the arrangements that they do. And I have a little video, China, especially for you, of East Belfast later on, and I just love the arrangement they have done of the tune that they're going to be playing. So stay tuned, China, just so I can make it up to you. Now, the next tune, or the next band again, was asked for by loads and loads of people. So this one is being played out for Davy Pritchard, Stuart McCartney, James Ramsey, Jeff Smith, Gordon Burney, and Johnny Capper. This is a wee one that I took at the Ulster Tower last year on the 1st of July. And it's Hillhaven just before the Orange service taking place round the back of the Ulster Tower. And great performance, I have to say. Beautiful day, sun spitting stones, and a fantastic performance here from Hillhaven. I just really in the comment. Sorry? Oh, am I to speak or not? Okay, so we finished that clip. It was a wee short clip. Hope you enjoyed that one. It caught me a wee bit. I was just laughing away at the comments here. Yes, so I said earlier on, normally we'd be finished around now, around 9:30, but I had so many clips that people were asking for the bands over and over again that I'm afraid tonight is going to last for a little while longer, probably till about 10 o'clock. I hope you will stay with me till then, because there's still, I kept some really brilliant bands for the end. So if you're just joining us, you've probably, well, I was going to say joined at the right time, but I think we played some brilliant bands up until now. So that's just me. The next one, fantastic band. One of my favorite videos ever is of these guys playing Anzacs, but I played that before, so I couldn't repeat it. This is Gringar's Thistle playing at the Trevor King Memorial Parade last year. Superb. Yes, a lot of people saying that about how great the Gringar's Thistle are. superb. You can hear that piccolo. I mean, I don't know whether there's 2 people playing piccolo or not, but really, really superb over the rest of them. Eddie Linus is worried about us keeping him out of his bed because, believe me, if you had seen the photograph we saw of him today, he needs all the beauty sleep that he can get. So one of the next, Lisa sent me this clip and asked me to include it. She actually asked me to include the end of the tune before it, because when the band are coming round the corner, before you can even see the band, the sound she did is absolutely fantastic. But I'm a little bit of a OCD and I like a tune from beginning to end. So this is Drumderg Loyalist Katie, and this is them at the Gertrude Stars Parade in way back in 2015, 5 years ago, believe it or not. And this is them playing Killaloo. As we would say down our part of the country, that's some lump of a band. Huge numbers out there in Parade from Drumderg, and a fantastic version of Killaloo. The next band is a band very, very close to me, and this little number goes out to Sharon Freeman and to Joan Strawbridge, and also to, my head is Linda Neely. Couldn't remember the name there. And just while I'm talking about Linda, my worshipful mistress has come on to remind me to also mention about the great work that Coleraine and the district have been doing there. They've been delivering meals to some of the local residents as well, and our own Ladies Lodge made a donation to that as well. So that's me in with the worshipful mistress. So this local band they're just down the road from us, just over the hill in Portrush, and this is Ballywullen Flute Band. Unfortunately, it's not a YouTube video of them. It comes from the YouTube channel Pfeiffer's Cave, and please do go on and support all our YouTubers, because without them tonight would not be possible, or any of the nights would be possible. And they do some fantastic work and spend loads of hours just editing videos, uploading them, as well as at parades and taking them. I mean, if you watch that video of Gringars, I counted no less than, I think it was 4 different videographers who knew outraround it. So you know that, I mean, they do put some hours in. This is Ballywullen Flute Band playing the Squadron Leader. Everyone caught me. I'm that busy typing. It caught me completely unawares. An accordion band now, I think. I saw someone mentioning this earlier on. I'm sorry I didn't write down your name. There were just so many comments coming through. I didn't write it down. This is Balnamallard, and they are playing at the Rusnowla, the County Donegal 12th Parade last year. If you have never been to the Rusnowla Parade, do take an opportunity to go down. Really relaxed, laid-back day. I think if you see one Garda, it's about it, and he's just directing the traffic. It's amazing the way they just are so laid back. It's lovely to go down. Do take a chance. But this is Balnamallard, thoroughly enjoying their day. Balnamallard there going, well, that's John. I'll not phrase it the way John China phrased it, but it's in a foreign country. same word. We're on a run down to the end of the show, folks. Just a couple more bands left. Thank you for sticking with me if you have managed to stick it. We are back again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and we will be doing more repeats tomorrow night. So if your band hasn't been featured tonight and they have been on the show before, then they will probably be on tomorrow night as well. We are going to, this band is absolutely one of the most requested bands that I've had. And I think it's because of their style and their energy and the way that they mark time. This one goes out to Edward Baza Carson, Robin Campbell, Rab Sweeney, Chrissy Cunningham, John Ivan Linton, Robert Davidson, Chrissy Cunningham, and Sam McGran, who all asked for a little bit of the counting. David Newell says he loves the county swagger. Perfect word for David, the swagger. How those people are sitting in that audience and just being so perfectly, like stayed, I do not know, because I definitely would have to be tapping my foot or the head or something would have to be going. Now, this is John China's request. He asked for this particular band, as did Ruben Shields, Chris Johnson, Dan Trainer, Corey Parker, Dylan Murphy, Ian Holmes. And now, John's China's request was actually get the Gert on for a laugh. But I know, John, you have a very fond place in your heart for this band. This is a fantastic arrangement and a fantastic playing from the Gertrude Band at Pride of the Ravens Parade in 2018. And I'm reliably told this tune is called Young Newton. Newton? superb there. And that's another lump of a band. Good numbers again there from the Gertrude. Well, we have come to our last band of the night. Thank you for joining with us and sticking with us. We've covered roughly about 2 hours. By the time this band is finished, we'll have roughly covered 2 hours. Thank you for sticking with us. If you stuck the whole way through, if you joined halfway, that's fine. Just make sure you're in time tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Roy and I will be back here with the help of all the YouTube videographers who go out there and spend all their time. Thanks to them, because without them, this would not be possible. And thank you to you for listening, because again, without you, I'd be talking to Roy, basically. Oh, my mammy would watch me. My mammy would watch me. Now, the next band. Are we accordion band? No, they're not. They're not. I just said that to see if I can make John choke again. This has been requested for Gary Denham, by Gary Denham, Jim Craig, Dylan Murphy, George Mitchell, Marcus Dallas, William Shanks, Billy Gray, Ryan Fullerton, and of course, John China. It's the Pilgrims. See you tomorrow night. Keep the flits to the mouth. We're coming to the tune.